We're here after a little break in the rain. After the event, Chris Sharma, how are you? Good climb tonight.
Oh, good, man. Yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy night with so much crazy weather, but had an amazing crowd, a great group of competitors, so, you know, we're super thankful that it came together in the end.
And unfortunately for the Lightning, because it seemed like the fellas were climbing good, even though there was rain coming down, everybody was getting off to a good start.
Yeah, so it was great that we were able to get through a full round. You know, I think that we were just, you know, the climbers, they really performed in some really crazy conditions, so, you know, we're just so thankful that we had such an amazing field, and they really did put on a great show. So, you know, everyone just like put on a, you know, smile and good attitude to make this whole thing happen. So it was a great success, even though we had, you know, less than ideal conditions. So,
indeed, congratulations on Psicobloc number 3. Yeah. You're going to go climb some more.
We're going to do one more bonus round. Yeah,
all
just
right,
for fun.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Well, on the women's side of the bracket for Psicobloc 2015. All the way through the bracket, the women's champion with me now, Charlotte Durif. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How was it for you with the elements kind of around, kind of threatening through your bracket? Did you have problems?
I had problems. I didn't want to climb. That was a big problem, but yeah, once I was there, we were all in the same situation, so I was just like, okay, go for it, and happens what happens.
And breaks here and there, but seemed to get on the way through and picked up momentum as it almost always does toward the final. Talk about your experience in the semis and in the finals.
Yeah. Actually, I would say my hardest round was like the quarterfinals, because like all the elements were still fine, and the girls I was running against were like a movement ahead, like during all the route. So I really had to rush for this one. And then for semi-final and final, I was kind of worried at the beginning because holes were wet and I didn't like this part. But I knew from like the overhanging part that I can just like go super fast, so I did, and it worked pretty well.
Felt it in that moment, huh?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I just went for it and I didn't think about wet holes or cold. So that was nice. I kept my head up.
Nevertheless, rain shortened, lightning shortened. We have a men's champion for Psicobloc 2015. Jimmy Webb, congratulations. Talk about your experience this evening.
It's pretty wet. Pretty much rained on and off, like had some lightning strikes and stuff. It looks like some really bad weather happened down in Salt Lake City, but luckily, you know, things kind of cleared up a little bit, just enough for us to finish off the event. And just like last year and the year before, it's a great event, a great place for everyone to come get together and, you know, host such a cool thing. You know, there's not many things like this going on in our sport, or even just like in general in any sport. So, you know, this is a cool venue, kind of a vehicle to showcase, like, you know, what we do and what we love to do and what we do every day. So it was fun.
So being in these kind of elements and having some rain falling while you fellas were on the wall climbing, doing as much as you could, was there a mental as well as a physical aspect to it?
Yeah, anytime you're kind of like 50 feet above the water, it's a bit of a mental, you know, game. But yeah, it was an added difficulty for sure when it came down to the fact that, you know, the holds were just getting wet, and so the route was harder. They did their best to try to make it just a touch easier for us, and added a couple holds when, you know, where it would virtually be impossible otherwise. So we're just psyched, you know, that we were able to finish off the event, and people were able to get to the top and put on a good show, and so it was fun. Yeah.
Well, the weather certainly presented challenges for Psicobloc 2015, but we have results in the books. On the women's side, a completed bracket, Charlotte Durif coming out on top. On the men's side, Jimmy Webb in a partially completed, but a full round 1 completion in the books as the champion for Psicobloc on the men's side 2015. For Park City Television, I'm Terry Burton. We will see you next year.